Hello guys and welcome back. Now you can see my face, now you can see the mess of the pack. Looks pretty cool. I still need to put something in the middle because the top road over there looks kind of like so. Well, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I have you something good, another video, and also an update on the 1K that I went. I didn't record at this 1K that I went because I got there late and I forgot that I had to set up my corner for recording purposes, and I didn't. And there was other two tournaments being held there at the moment, so I guess I don't know, not that sure, but whatever. And then I got 3 wins. It was 6 rounds, so I got 3 wins, 1 tie, and 2 losses. Yeah, 1 tie and 2 losses. I think I did. Yeah, those are my records. I only got like 10 points, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 3, 6, 9 plus 1 tie. Yeah, it's only 10 points. You needed at least 14 to make it to top 8, but pretty good, pretty good. So without further notice, let's go ahead and jump into the other matchup here, and let's get it rolling. Here we got Mr. Me playing Lost Zone, Lost Box, and my opponent here playing Inteleon Rapid Strike VMAX. Now let's go ahead, and this is very tricky matchup for me. Why? Because I have low HP Pokemons, and as you can see, this guy has Alakazam, has the Rapid Strike, has the quick shootings, and have Medicham, so he can do the Yoga Loop for taking another turn and all that weird combos. And there it is, back to my turn. Now let's see how we perform here. Starting with a VIP pass. It feels so good, so awesome. Just every time you start with a VIP pass, it is extremely good. It is not good when you only have 1 Sableye inactive and a bunch of items, but items that you cannot use on turn 1. Yeah, that happened with me at the 1K up against Jose Marrero. Yeah, pretty sad. But we got here our 2 confies. We know the drill. Now we have to get ourselves a cold rest. If we can get ourselves a cold rest, then we can start doing damage to my opponent. Manaphy in this matchup is not that good. I don't know why I put the 6-wound. I was yawning. I was yawning. But I didn't know why I did the 60-gun shenanigans. I should have just put the Manaphy there, because the 60-gun we can actually use to do 10. And then now we are just debating whether or not we play the Pokestop and draw more cards. We have the Cramorant in hand, so that's kind of cool. Now with this, and there it is. There we have it. And we have also Escape Rope, so that Escape Rope will help us poke damage into this Rapid Strike Inteleon, hitting it for 110. That way he doesn't heal that much, so that's kind of cool. Or we can just use that switching card and just deal damage into the Alakazam, but I don't think we want to do that. We want to kind of like poke damage into the Inteleon. So let's see if we actually make the correct choice. You know, quick balling the Manaphy. Like I said, we don't need it, but we should have put that in the Lost Zone, not in hand. Pokestop, playing Pokestop. Ooh, and only getting, well, we got 2 items. The Raihan, we should have, it is good to have it, but at the same time, and we just quick ball, getting ourselves probably another Cramorant. We already have Snorlax. Oranguru can be good too, to stack cards and prevent Marnie effects. So that's something else we can do. Put the or just grab the Zekrom, because the Zekrom can hit it for weakness 260, and then if you hit it for 160 with the choice belt, you do up to 300. You can essentially knock it out, but if you don't knock it out, you can paralyze it, so it's also pretty good. so I can actually bench it and attach the lightning energy to it. And there it is, escape rope. I don't know if I actually did I grab the Zekrom? Oh, I think I whiffed it because it doesn't look like I did grab it. There it is. I thought I grabbed it. Probably I grabbed something else. And there it is. Setting it up for next turn and 110 damage. And then he draws into the Vulpix, attaching energy and evolving there. And research for 7. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Now my opponent needs a water energy. He can use with the water energy spread damage into the 2 Comfies or into the Snorlax and the other guy. And Vulpix in this matchup is actually pretty good because we rely on Cramorant to just hit until we get the 10. And Snorlax also has an ability, so Vulpix should be good in this one. And then there it is, the double gunner for the Rapid Strike Inteleon. Now just debating here, what can he do? Looks like he has a couple of supporters in hand. But he's just gonna swing for the knockout and take a price. And putting that energy back in hand. And actually, that switching card is actually pretty good because we can heal those 20 damage that my opponent did to us. And then save the Comfies. So it's actually pretty good that we have that in that with us. When we put in that Sableye, get the Colorist, we need the supporter to get more cards into the Lost Zone. And the other Comfy has an Air Balloon, so that's pretty good. And we actually need choice, but the Charizard the Charizard can be good for late game, but no, we opt to not grab it. We also we have 6, probably 6, 7, 8 now in the Lost Zone. So if we manage to get ourselves a Mirage Gate, which we do have it there, we might just have to put those 1 energy and another thing up there. There it is. I'll just discard 1 energy and 1 and 1 switching option. But there it is. Now we have to pray and hope that the other... We got Oranguru, so we can Oranguru, put that fire energy on top of the deck, and then guarantee 1 more card, but we failed to do so. But we do have extra energies in the deck, so no veggie there. And we can actually attach the other energy that we have in hand into the Snorlax, which is also good, and then prep up another attacker. And like I said, he has already 110 damage, so we don't need the choice attached to the Zekrom. But you know, good stuff, good stuff. But for just to guarantee the numbers, and that'll be a 160 plus weakness is quite enough to take the knockout. And now let's see how Mr. Talinchi here replies to it, because he has to take a knockout here on this Zekrom. If he doesn't, it's gonna be tricky. I mean, now for next turn, we don't play Boss's Orders in this list, so it's kind of okay for my opponent if he decides to bench another Rapid Strike Pokemon. So And he has a quick ball, so he can potentially get it. Discarding the quick shooting. My nose is killing me. And look at that, we have a Sobble there. If we can find a way to reach 10, if my opponent manages to take the knockout here on the Dissecrum, we could potentially get enough cards in the Lost Zone so that we can take the knockout on that Sobble. And if my opponent benches another Sobble or plays another Sobble, I can take the 60-60, take 2 more prizes, and then that should be checkmate. But we can also take another 3 prizer, which is also good. So yeah, and I think that's it. He's going to be doing keep calling to get himself more Pokemon. Ooh, Roxanne. Now let's see if what do we draw out of this Roxanne? We can only draw 2 cards, so we just gotta see what we draw. Ooh. I mean, we have energy for Snorlax, which is pretty good. I should have attached energy last turn, but I didn't. And then he attaches the Leafy Camo Poncho. It prevents boss's orders done to your V-Star Pokemon the item is attached to. So if the Vulpix has the Leafy Camo Poncho, I cannot boss it out. Or if the Inteleon VMAX has the Leafy Camo Poncho, you cannot boss it out. That's technically how it works. And then there it is. In doing the Echo Horn to fill out my bench, and potentially later my opponent can do the spread damage shenanigan, and he should have. I think he should have used the Alakazam ability. I don't know if it works in the active, but he could have put spread the 60 that I have on the Zekrom, like spread 2 out of something else, and that could guarantee, you know, like a potential joke loop later on the game. Primate Wisdom that guy, and then we can Pokestop it and discard it. Ooh, another energy goes away, and a VIP pass. Oof, looking kind of rough. We can take another knockout here, which is kind of cool. And there it is, 130 more. That'll be 260 for the knockout. And I think we should have another 60 on it. Let's see if we remember the 60. Training core coming in from my opponent. It's actually good for us too. We can grab that fire energy from the discard pile. And I also forgot to attach energy into this Snorlax. Oof. Not quite good, man. And then he's using now the Alakazam's ability, moving damage counters. And then he's gonna pass. He forgot he was supposed to Yoga Loop, but he didn't. He whiffed the energy. And we can scoop up that. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, which is pretty good. What else can we do? Guaranteeing that energy into the into the top deck there, and then scooping up the other guy so that way he doesn't, just taking away Pokemons that my opponent can Yoga Loop and do that and deal damage to them. So it'll be 160 plus paralysis, and I forgot to put the other 60 last turn, so this one should have been the knockout on my Zekrom there. So But my opponent concedes because even though my Sekrom would have get KO, I would have just promote the Comfy and then attack with the Snorlax because he has no way to switch out. So I think that's a way we could have won. Even though the Sekrom would have been knocked out, he would have taken another prize, and well, he could have seen what price he would take him, but none of those prices looked like a switching option for my opponent, other than the research in there. So that will be it for this video. Thanks to Tolinchi, and also thanks for Hazaru for hosting tournaments. And that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you did, as always, remember, leave that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. There's a lot of people that are not subscribed to the channel. I kind of like, I don't have the algorithm here of how many percentage of the people are not subscribed, but there's like a 90-something% they're not subscribed. I will appreciate if you guys subscribe so I can keep doing this. I'm trying to do this for like a full time, and you know, cool beans to it. You know, attending tournaments, League Cup, League Challenge, and regionals. I think I want to do this for the long run and potentially have a story in the future with one of my teammates. So yeah, like I said, that will be it for now. I have more videos of Lost Zone. I'm testing a lot with it. I need to test more with the Lost Zone up against Regis. I think Regis is a deck that I cannot seem to beat with the Lost Zone, so I need to find like a cheeky tech to it, probably add an Avery or two, but the list as it is already clunky enough, so I had to find a figure out way to just add something to disrupt the Regis and to win, because the only thing to do is, because you can do to 120 with the Cramorant, but that's about it. They can just scoop it up, take all the damage, so it's kind of tricky. But without further ado, guys, let you guys go. Peace out, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day. With